Hey there, my friends. This is Peter Palmiotti, and this is Making Comics Not, episode 279, I believe. How you doing? How you doing today? So, it's Sunday. It's sort of a catch up on miscellaneous things and chores, and I gotta go shopping, and I'm hungry right now. New York Comic Con is going on. And Mark is texting me. Oh, well, okay. I'll talk to him in a bit. So new direction. So what do I got going on that I'm just going to be doing? Going on that means new direction. What is Peter Palmiotti up to now, and why should we care? Is my main thoughts. So the other day, I made the decision to leave my art rep. So some of you may realize that I had one. May realize that for the past 2 years, I've been with legendary illustrators, and I think it has actually done me good. But it wasn't the be all end all. I know I could still be doing a lot better, and I decided I'm just going to go back to the old ways and get my own work. And we'll see where that takes me. Phil Bressett is a great guy, creator, writer, publisher of Tragedy. He said he'll still help me out, like, if something comes up and they're looking for an inker or whatever, and he'll still mention my name and look out for me, which I totally appreciate. And it's like definitely have him on my channel again. I wanted to get him on for his latest Kickstarter, which ended not too long ago. And he said he was going to get in touch with me, but he didn't. He's been busy. Shadow Horse Talks. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Absolutely. So yeah, I'll still be hanging out with Phil, and we'll still have him here on the channel, and I'll still let people know about what he's got going on. But yeah, I'm going to start fending for myself again and looking for work. Amanda B, afternoon. Yes. Welcome. And yeah, the big reason is I kind of feel like it was holding me back a little bit. And, it's always a little confusing. It's like, even though I had an art rep, I was still interacting with people, and talking with people, and getting my own work. And I always wanted to throw Phil his percentage with everything I had coming in, and he was like, no, you got that, and blah blah blah, and this and that. And anyway, I'll get my own work from now on and just give myself all the percentages. It'll work out better that way. Hey, James Hayes, welcome. Mr. Palmiotti, Shadow, Amanda, anyone else joining the chat, I hope that you're having a great day. So far, so good. I got things to do, but I wanted to come on here and really catch people up on a few things. So, my schedule upcoming is that I'll be streaming and working as per usual until the end of November, and then I'll be gone for 2 months. So just past the new year. And then I'll be returning to a regular schedule after that. While I'm gone, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming at all. Maybe I'll just pop in once in a while, a couple times. And if I can. So I'll be staying with family and helping them out. And yeah, I don't believe my my schedule will be my own. So I'm sort of preparing for that. And I don't want to sort of set myself up for failure just in case. So one of the things I'm going to be doing when I'm away is I'm going to write a horror novel. So doing that will allow me to accomplish something while I'm away, but also be available and on call if needed. Rather than doing my artwork, which, I just, once I get in the zone, I just want to be left alone and do it as I do. Amanda says, enjoy your sabbatical. Hope it's all good. Yeah. It's all definitely good. And it will be better having done so. So yeah, it's kind of a strange time for me because of all this. I'm just coming off of my best friend in the world passing away, which was August 1st, if you haven't heard. It's been really hard dealing with that. But I am really finally just coming out of that to a certain degree because I wasn't working for a long time and really jammed up my schedule because of that. But so going forward, I'm actually going to upgrade my StreamYard account so I can have unlimited streaming hours, and I plan to stream a lot more and get a lot more work done. So I have various projects I'm making. I have things I'll be doing. Well, everybody in the chat probably knows that teaming up with Vic King, Vicious Inc. Studios, who was on my channel not too long ago. And we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff for Rex, aka Devil Flyer, and Apex Comics Group, Comics with an X, with his character, Madam X. So Vic, I told Vic I'll be, I would ink a pinup for his book, which is BEOWAR. And Vic told me the other day he's going to do something for Retro. So he's going to be penciling those, and I'll be inking those. Plus we'll be doing a lot more together. James asks, do you have your own project in the works? Yes, Retro is my character. It's a character I created in the late 70s and developed throughout the years. Finally, all the pencils are done. Most of the inks. I got the last page to finish off. I just finished off the back cover to that. If you don't follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram is the easiest. I'm Peter Palmiotti on all of those. Yeah, if you just scroll through my Instagram, you can see all the stuff I've done for Retro, and I'll be diving into all the other aspects of creating that character and that book. I hope to get most of everything done before I head out in November. So I'll be focused on learning coloring programs and learning how to color on Clip Studio Paint and Procreate. I got, a tablet, which I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and I got an iPad recently, and I'll be using Procreate on that. And I figure both combinations of both programs, I'll be able to color it exactly the way I want. Very reminiscent of like an 80s comic, because my character is inspired by a lot of comics I've read throughout from the 60s to the 90s. Who is this Retro? James asks, for an uninitiated into the character. So Retro, he's a metahuman. This is not Retro. This is just some random thing I'm doodling while I chit chat, because I always feel like I have to work. So drawing it each day helps me improve my artistic abilities. Anyway, so Retro, he's a metahuman. Since I'm all in DC, got the trademark to superhero. I'm using metahuman, so he's stronger, faster, and heals quicker than the average person. He's a street level hero. He is the master of parkour. Because I'm getting a lot from sort of Captain America and Daredevil, a little bit Spider-Man-ish. So he'll be, running and jumping and rolling around the city. But he is the protector of the 5 boroughs. So not only Manhattan, but Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and Staten Island. And yeah, so, mostly his home base is in Manhattan. He lives in Brooklyn with his girlfriend. He works on Wall Street as his day job as a finance guy. And he has various people he talks to on the streets that as Retro that are like contacts and people that help him out. And there's a lot more to him. And I'll be, diving into all that issue by issue. So Retro will be an ongoing series. The first issue was penciled by my friend Rich Fuchsia, but Rich has gotten into more illustration and painting. So I'll be penciling as well as everything else with issue 2 on. So I'll be writing, penciling, inking, coloring, and publishing. I got a letterer, Carrie Kelly, and I got people that will help me put the book together and do design work and whatnot. But yeah, so this means, because of my sort of hiccup in schedule, that I'll be getting the first issue out next year, as well as doing a full campaign. Because those that don't know, I did a partial campaign, a 5-day campaign on Kickstarter back in 2019. And there's reasons for all that. It's been so long, but it's like I gotta keep working and doing other people's projects to keep my overhead going, feed my animals, and have a life. So yes, so I'm going to do a full campaign on Indiegogo, 30, possibly even 60, come early next year, and then move forward from that. I also got a lot of other books I'll be doing, and my company, my studio name is Humanart Studios. I've been going by that studio name since, I don't know, 2010 or thereabouts. And it was actually a friend's suggestion that I use the initials as sort of my comic publishing name, and so it's going to be Has Comics Dude, will be my publishing name, and I'm really looking forward to getting Retro into the hands of people, and finishing up the book. And it's I think people are going to really like it. I am trying for a more, where heroes are heroes and villains are villains, and not to get into too many mega storylines where you have to pick up 25 issues and mega crossover and blah blah blah. I will be doing that, but it will more be just like you pick up any issue and you'll get familiar with the character and his world, and it'll be a lot of monster of the week issues in there, much like early Spider-Man, like where he was Spider-Man's a creature and he fought so many other creatures like Vulture and Rhino and Doc Ock, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Retro will be fighting off against many, many villains. The villain of the first issue is called Diamond. It's partially tongue-in-cheek, because the very first comic store I went to, both me and my brother Jimmy, was Diamond Comics, and that was on Flatbush Avenue of our old neighborhood. And the other reason is because of Diamond Distributors, them being a monopoly. That's kind of, I think, is definitely has been a detriment to the industry to a certain extent. It's like I wish for the success of everybody, but I think there's a better way as far as distributing comics, and that we haven't yet found, and I don't think Diamond is tapped into that. So yeah, the first issue, getting that wrapped up this year, and probably finish it off next year, and do a full campaign, and then I hope to eventually get 3 or 4 issues out a year going forward. Like I said, I have other books I want to do, one shots. I want to do a couple of graphic novels, like true graphic novels, where it's like 100 pages, 100 plus pages, being released as a book, as opposed to like a mini series that's then released as a trade. But yeah, I have a few ideas for graphic novels, and I also have other characters above and beyond just Retro. I'll have a whole universe of characters over time, but I'll release those one by one, and I have other artists that will be doing those books, and my publishing company will be slightly different than some other creators who have gotten into publishing, where I'll be, writing a lot of the books as well as inking a lot of the books. And that will be, according to how successful everything is and how much money it's bringing in. If I could, do my own books without taking too much other work on, we shall see. It's Mark. Mark is at the New York Comic Con. Mark Torres, who I'm doing Designate with, and he wants us to get a cover artist for the book, and he's talking to publishers to see if we can get picked up. So the wheels of activity are always going on. So yeah. The new direction. The news is I no longer have an art rep. I'll be repping myself. I'll also be streaming a lot more coming up. I got some serious behind the scenes work to do, as well as I'm going to upgrade my StreamYard account. And it's not like I have the money to do that right now. So I'm gonna be more focused on ways I can make money, which is I'm gonna be doing a lot more of this stuff here. If you haven't already seen this, I'm doing a bunch of fan art. So I'll be penciling and inking a ton of these. And these are 30 a pop. They're gonna be 10 by 10. My pencils, my inks. The better ones I'll be making into prints. I'm going to look into doing some stickers. I'm going to be setting up an Etsy store. I already have a Patreon page. I just really need to up my business end of things. I've been slacking a bit. But this means better things for those that do follow me, and hopefully more successful at getting things produced and out there. Because I feel like I've been dragging for way too long on too many things. So I hope you're as excited as I am going forward. Like I said, I'm teaming up with Rex and Vic and Apex Comics, and I'll be doing that across the board with some other people. Like I'm doing. So there's Laurie. I forget how to pronounce her last name. Maybe I get the book in here. Maybe. Yes, I do. So there was this book, Path of the Power Rider. So Laurie Calcaterra, that's it. Laurie Calcaterra. I'm going to be teaming up with Laurie Calcaterra as well as Allison McGlon, and we're doing a book together. So Laurie's writing it, Allison is drawing it, I'll be inking it. And possibly Allison's either going to color it too, or we'll get somebody else. And yeah, that's another book. I'm also going to touch base with Dean James, as well as Kimasabi. We're doing a book together, and I'll touch base with them and see when we'll be tackling that. We already did a demo piece for it, a character called the Sinner, very, very much sort of vigilante, superhero-ish or anti-hero. We shall see. But yeah, so So what you can expect is to see me around a lot more often, and me make better and faster progress on things. And overall, hopefully have a better business setup. And yeah, I'm excited for a lot of things that I'll be working on. Like I said, unfortunately, like, you know, I'm sort of going away, you know, when the holidays hit. But that's okay to a certain extent, because I always seem to be busiest during the holidays, and I wanted to at least take a break. So the timing actually works on that, like where I won't be stressing about deadlines during the holidays, which is good. And I will be around family, so for the holidays, so that's also good. You know, I'm originally from Brooklyn, but currently living in Kentucky and loving it. So for the holidays, I'll be down in Florida, and that doesn't mean that, you know, the possibility of me maybe going to a comic store and doing a signing, or at least maybe doing a couple of meetups with friends who are down in Florida might actually be a possibility. So if you're in Florida, you should message me, and maybe we can get together for a meal at the very least. So yeah, that's it for now. You know, I got some running around to do, so I'm hoping maybe I'll stream later this afternoon or evening, but if not, I'll be streaming all week, so you can look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for those that jumped in the chat to say hello. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please give this video a like so people get informed on what I'm up to and what's coming up. And yeah, I'll be doing a lot more drawing, a lot more inking, and a lot more streams. And I hope you like that sort of thing. And if you ever want to see me do something specific, please drop a comment below the videos and let me know what I do best, or what you want to see that I don't do, that sort of thing. Otherwise, hope you're having an excellent day, and I'll see you again very soon. Love you all, and keep making your own comics and art. Till then, peace.